Hello and welcome back to Insider Tips, how to make IT work better for your business. This is episode 2 and the title of this one is Use Construction Patterns and Models to Your Advantage. So let's get one thing out in the open first. I'm an IT industry insider. I've been for about the last 30 years. Recently I've been more and more frustrated with that industry and the system and the way it operates. Here is episode 2 in my guide to business leaders to help you take back control, to redress the current imbalance. Now you need to know the IT industry is pretty much unregulated. It's an unregulated business when it comes to how it constructs business systems. It's not like the building industry that you know so well. They will construct everything differently because there are just so many ways, so many construction choices for them to use. They will construct their own specifications. They will do it their own way and not necessarily your way. They will construct in a way that protects their development and their ongoing support investment. They won't necessarily construct in a way that basically has your best interests at heart. So you have basically an IT construction problem, and it's a big problem. But unfortunately, sorry to say, it's of your own making, because you bought all this stuff and it doesn't fit together. So I'm beginning to think every business system you buy should have like a buyer beware warning on it. Something like this product is guaranteed to not fit properly to your business or talk to any products you have. But this doesn't only apply to the systems you buy. The systems you build also are often just as bad, because it's the same root causes here that apply. We're in the 2020s. This problem shouldn't exist, right? But firstly, though, you must understand that every commercial off-the-shelf business application, it's actually a bespoke system that you didn't design, and where you have only a limited influence over current or future construction. It's like a prefabricated building. It comes as it is. You can add a few options here and there. You can make it look a bit like yours and dress it up a bit, but you can't actually change its basic construction. And it is bad construction that creates the interoperability issues, the problems that you suffer. So the business reporting inconsistencies, the data quality issues, the conflicting information, the bad customer and product data, the bad customer service that you get from that, unhappy customers. But there is good news, because you can own and enforce the construction patterns and standards that you will accept. You kind of made a choice here already, maybe not even actually knowing that you have. You've chosen a type of conformance and a safety net of having the same thing as everybody else. You've chosen that over agility and innovation. This is why when you ask for agility, the computer says no. So this is very much it's the same process as you would do in your facilities management. You may well be converting a set of dingy old separate offices and sort of a rabbit warren of interconnecting corridors, that kind of stuff, and converting that into a free-flowing, fabulous, open plan, modern office with form and function all working together. You do this for your buildings, but why are you not doing this for your business systems? You need to break down these hard walls that create the silos we keep hearing about. But these silos that's actually not the problem. It's the walls around them and how they're constructed that matters. And this you actually can change. Well, it must be said sometimes, actually. This means waving goodbye to the dingy office sometimes and designing everything from scratch. But that's kind of the way it is. Sometimes a blank sheet is better than actually dealing with what you got. Now, an IT sub-industry sprang up around this kind of like need area, around this specific need. That need to move data between all of these hard silos. So we're talking about data integration, systems integrators, all those nice big four that basically come in and spend millions basically connecting all these things together. It's becoming a huge industry. But that industry made a choice. They chose to maintain the status quo because these kind of hard-walled, badly constructed silos, to them it's easy money. It's a cash cow. So the IT industry can keep selling you these silos, these business applications, knowing that you'll need to connect them together. So they can spend money doing that for you. They could have, with actually not much effort at all, chosen a different path, and this is a path that you now need to direct them down, so you can gain back control of this construction agenda. So one of the great things about sort of data integration, systems integrators, and all that kind of technology, it's only a few short steps away from solving pretty much all of your problems and making this sort of traditional business application silo problem a thing of the past. These are tools and software frameworks that model what you need, and they generate, or even if they're even better than that, they actually sort of self-execute software that makes it happen. So, and they need as little additional software code as possible. So, if a different choice had been made by the industry, these tools would have been invested in. They could literally now be running your entire business, and you would just not have anything like the problems you face now, all these interoperability problems, because business information models have the ability to control and define business systems constructions the way you want it to be. They are more sort of business inclusive. You can define them. You don't actually need IT to do everything for you. You can be very inclusive in that process. They're standardized, they're consistent in their creation. They are less reliant on software development and niche skill sets, and less subject to fads and fashion of IT. So there's a principle forming here, one that could sort of shape these future tools and frameworks in the marketplace, and probably could shape them very quickly, because they're not far off actually what you need. But to become more and more capable of enabling you yourself, the business, to define your own business systems as and when you need them, in days, not within months or years. So that principle is construct by model before construct by software. So if you use this principle to your advantage, start favouring modelling tools and frameworks over business applications with these hard walls and sort of fixed constructions, then you will start to get agility from your business processes and systems, and start to make IT work better for your business. Thanks for listening.